Hey guys, Uncle Ray, welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. The goal of this channel, guys, has always been to get you in the group of people that actually make money. Because unfortunately, over 90% of people lose money. So therefore, I share my background experience and my deep dives with you. So when I uncover uncomfortable truths, well, I still share it with you. And truth doesn't sell. But that's the people in the 90%. The people in the 10%, they want to hear facts, data, reality. Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So one of the most dominant, not one of, the most dominant RWA altcoin is out there right now, and we can buy it. Now, whether you want to buy this token or not, guys, you need to learn about it because you'll understand that most of these so-called dino tokens and most of the altcoins out there are just big fish in small ponds. Well, now that the regulation is here, the big boys are here, whether we like it or not. Now, if you're in the camp that thinks that some of these little companies are going to take over banking and take over the world, you're going to hate this video because I got news for you. They're not even really in the game. And that's why you need to watch this video. Now, you might also, if you do your non-biased research, want to stack this project because I'm definitely going to stack it. Because, guys, I've said from my very first video, because of my background, I used to work for Bear Stearns. I bought my first currency like in 1990. Been around a long time. And I said no matter what, that the banks, Wall Street, and the governments, primarily the U.S. government, are going to pick winners and losers. Well, guys, they're doing that. And not only are they picking them, they're creating them. They have all the customers. Cryptos are not stocks. It's just software and code. It's open source. So when they flip that switch and everything changes, guys, same players. The best thing that can happen about any utility token out there, the best thing, is they just get their share and they survive. All right, I know you didn't like that, but hit the like button anyway. It doesn't cost you anything. We need to get this word out. And let's dive into it. Now, I just want to give you some alpha right out of the gate, guys. Think about it. Every day it seems like some token that no one cares about or no one's talked about for months starts to pump. Maybe it pumps a day, maybe it pumps 3 days, maybe even a week or two. And then what happens? They crash. Guys, that's the manipulation of the smart money. They just wake up every day and go, how can I extract money from the hodlers that believe in all this crap? Right? So they start some FOMO. They've already stacked. And then it comes out. You see it moving. You FOMO in. You're the exit liquidity. Now look at this. Melania's even pumped almost 100% today. So if you bought Melania yesterday and you put in 10,000, you have a $10,000 profit, 20K in a day. Now, let's think about that, guys. And I want to give you the alpha because it's kind of funny. It's the same thing. They're all Melania tokens. 99.9% of them are just Melania tokens. So we put that in our inner circle when it was ripping. Why? Because, guys, it's Melania token. What do you think? It's going to change the world that all of a sudden everybody's going to start buying Melania? No. That's just people wanting to manipulate the market, get everybody excited, and make some money. Then they'll get out and they'll move on, just like they did with ICP and Arweave and Filecoin, which we shorted in our inner circle. Guys, it's just rotation. It is the liquidity. It's people seeking liquidity. And that's retail fighting retail. It's man to man. The smart money is using leverage, pumping tokens, dumping tokens, and everybody else is just sitting there waiting and hodling and praying. That's not the game, guys, and I say that with love. All right, let's get into some reality. Guys, if you own any of the Dino tokens like XRP, XLM, XRP, and you think they're going to change the world, I'm tired of talking people out of it. But when the speculation goes away, they're going to go away as investments. Now, do yourself a favor. This is all you got to do. Compare. Guys, let's talk about just investing in general, right? If I call up a wealthy investor back in the day and I gave them a pitch, there's unlimited places for them to park their money. So whether you have $1,000 or $20 million, guys, the same questions. You got 4 million tokens to buy. You can buy real estate. You can buy gold. You can buy stocks. You can buy Tesla, Nvidia. Like, think about it, guys. Why does anyone own Walmart? Literally, why does anyone own Walmart when you could buy Tesla or Nvidia? Or any of these amazing AI tokens that are coming out? Or these crypto tokens like Coinbase or Circle? Those people are just out of their mind. But anyway, so when you compare this project, the Canton Network, which we can now buy, which, guys, it has been live for people that build and use the network. They can basically create, they get paid in tokens. And now you can buy the spots. The perpetuals went out a couple of days ago. But now, guys, we know that the future, no ifs and buts about it, is RWAs. Everything on the planet will be tokenized. Period. And we also know, if you study history, guys, how many Googles do we need, for example, right? Back in the day, Yahoo dominated. There was AOL, all these amazing search engines. And then Google came out of nowhere and took over, right? Same with Amazon. How many Amazons do we have, right? How many electric car companies are kicking butt, right? The dominant player, we're only going to have one or two. And when you look at real world assets or payments, you need to be comparing and see who's winning. Guys, we're early, but we're not just guessing, right? It's like if you're watching a horse race and they're going to run around the track 4 times, Canton is in the 3rd lap, maybe even the 2nd lap, but it's so far out in front, no one else is going to catch it. So why are you investing in the ones that are saying, oh, I'm going to, maybe, tomorrow, you just wait, watch and see, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Buy the winners, guys. Buy the winners.
For years, blockchains rewarded those who got in early, while builders and users were left behind. Canton flips the script. Introducing Canonomics, the tokenomics powering a fairer network. 2/3 of rewards flow straight to builders and users, those creating real network value. So, what is Canton Coin? It's Canton Network's native utility token, the fuel that powers and rewards the ecosystem. For builders, it's a revenue model that scales. Charge transaction fees, earn continuously, reward loyalty, and drive transparency into network value, all while preserving privacy. Canonomics rewards utility, not speculation, recognizing builders and users who create real value. The more useful your app, the more you earn. Build, earn, scale, repeat. That's the flywheel of real utility, and it's sustainable by design, a burn and mint balance that keeps supply aligned with real demand. When app fees are burned, new coins are minted, keeping the system naturally in check. Discover and build apps, powered by Canonomics.
Guys, I don't want to really talk you into buying the Canton token. I'm going to be stacking it, but I want to give you all the alpha you can learn from this. Now, as we get into this, you're going to see some mind-blowing numbers. So think about this, guys. When you add up all the real world assets that have already been tokenized on Ethereum, Solana, XRP, XLM, HBAR, whoever, it doesn't even equal $1 trillion. And the Canton Network has already tokenized $6 trillion worth of RWA assets. Think about that, guys. It's not even, no one else is in the game. See, guys, most influencers, for example, when you do research, they just want to tell you what you want to hear, and all they do is research crypto that they know, the names that you want to hear about. They don't do any non-biased research. So, of course, all these projects sound sexy. But Wall Street's been waiting on regulation, and now that it's here, you're going to see the power of the big boys. Nothing is going to change, guys. I hate to say that. I wish I was wrong. But the same players that dominate the flow of money, dominate politics, dominate gaming, dominate whatever, are still going to dominate. Why? Because they have the customers, they have the powers, they have the money, and they have the tech. It's just open source and code. Think about it, guys. Software and code, open source. Just like Coinbase cloned AP, the AP stack, and created Base with no token. Now they're beating them at their own game. Guys, you have to understand that. All right. Now, if you don't know who the Canton Network is, the Canton Network, it's the CC token. Check this out, guys. Go to their website. Go to their press release. Canton Network, Chainlink enter into strategic partnership to accelerate institutional blockchain. Look at this. Digital Asset Industry Working Group complete groundbreaking on-chain U.S. Treasury financing on Canton Network. 4 major liquidity providers join QCP and Flow Desk on for chain collateral on the Canton Network. Guys, look at this. Again, here's some alpha. And guys, this is not FUD. Anyone calling it FUD, good luck. But look at this. Zero Hash enables Canton Network infrastructure to global client base. Well, who is Zero Hash? They're the blockchain that ran in and took over Walmart and starting to allow Walmart to accept payments. Ethereum, Bitcoin. What? There's no token to buy. See, that's Wall Street going in and using their tech. That's a blockchain that's more powerful than most Dino tokens, and you don't even know who they are. Why didn't they use the Dino tokens? I thought Algorand, XRP, XLM, I thought that was amazing. Of course they're going to use that. No. It's software and code. Why would if I have all the customers, why would I need that, guys? They don't. I could go on and on. Look at this. Treasuries go 24/7, live instant settlement on the repo market. Guys, the repo market is the biggest liquidity pool for the world. That's where the world borrows money every single day. Like if, say, and this is just hypothetical, but if Coca-Cola was building a bottling plant in Indonesia and it was $1 billion and they had a payment due of $500 million and they didn't have the cash flow, or they just didn't want to interrupt the cash flow, they go into the repo market, boom, grab it, borrow it for an hour, a day, a week, a month, it doesn't matter. That's where the big boys have money to move around among each other. That is the most powerful entity on the planet, and it's on the Canton Network. All right. Now, look at these partners, guys. This is Cointelegraph update. Wall Street is going full blockchain. Told you. I kind of feel like I should say that too, but I'm not. Guys, I'm just here for you guys. I want you to learn. I already know this stuff. I've been following it forever. But look at these power players. Barclays, Bank of China, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Circle. All the power players, guys, They got together, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. They're building on this network. It's a powerhouse. Now, here's my point about that while we're talking about it. Guys, if this blockchain, now think about it, and we'll talk about it some more in a minute. If this blockchain has tokenized more assets, is moving more money than any blockchain, or all of them combined almost, and it's only worth 4 billion market cap, either they're way overvalued or this is immensely undervalued. They're overvalued. Because see, this isn't speculation. But I want to show you something. Look how dominant, outside of the 6 trillion they've tokenized. Look at this, guys. The Canton Network for the last 30 days has added over 10,000 projects, RWA projects, onto its ecosystem, worth 446 billion. That's in the last 30 days. XRP, XLM, Solana, even Ethereum, add them all up. They haven't added that this month. Providence, here's some more alpha, guys. Providence is one of the most dominant blockchains for payments and for RWA that no one else even knows about. It's in front of Ethereum. No one's ever hardly heard of it unless they watch my channel. Why? Because it doesn't have a speculative token. But what it is pretty much all the small banks in America, all of them combined, built their own blockchain years ago. But people are like, oh, XRP, XLM. That's because they're not aware. Now that you're aware, guys, it's your money. Do with it as you will. All right. Now, I ran this through Claude, and I just want to bring a few things about how powerful, how badass Canton Network is. I just want to bring some things to your attention, so stay with me. And what I did, guys, and I highly recommend it. Here's some alpha. Guys, we have the smartest technology on the planet that won't lie to us, for the most part, if you know how to ask it questions. So don't take my word for anything. But how is it that you believe all these idiots out there throwing bullshit at you? Guys, when someone makes a stupid statement, I mean a statement that, or even if it's a statement someone said was stupid, or you think it's stupid. If Uncle Ray called it stupid, it's stupid. Type it in the Claude, type it in the Glock, quote it. So think about it, guys. I went to Claude and I said, look, hit me up straight up. I want to know. Be blunt, be direct. I don't care what the answer is. Canton Network, how powerful is it? Why is it powerful? And is there any advantage or any area that the Dino tokens like XRP, XLM, Algo or any of those can catch up, or do they offer the institutional investors? Long story short, you do it, guys. He basically laughed, said they don't. They're not even in the game. But look at this, guys. Let's just compare. See, one thing he said, and I thought I wrote it down, or I wanted you to see it. It basically said that the Canton Network isn't talking about tomorrow, woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's doing it today. It's dominating today. It's not waiting for tomorrow, next week, or when this happens. No hypothetical. It is the powerhouse taking over RWA. Period. It dominates it. No one else is even in the game compared to them. Even Ethereum. All right, but look at this. Canton Network processes approximately 4 trillion in RWA assets. This is old news. It's up to 6 trillion. It can handle over 10 billion U.S. Treasury transactions a day. The tokenized asset market is valued over 6 trillion. Okay, already on the Canton Network. But listen to this. The institutional backing. Digital assets raised 135 million from Goldman Sachs, Citadel, BNP, the Depository Treasury Clearing Company. Guys, the DTCC they settle all the transactions for stocks around the world. And guess what? Here's some more alpha. They've already announced. I know Jake Claver says, oh, it's going to be on XRPL. They've already made the announcement just like Swift did. They're using consensus and Ethereum. And Linea will have a piece of that pie for whatever that's worth. NASDAQ listed company raised $540 million in private funding. ARC's invested in it. Polychain Capital, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citigroup are active participants in the ecosystem. Guys, it's a powerhouse. But here's some alpha I really want to bring to your attention, and then we'll take a look at the chart. Guys, the movement of money fallacy. Now, this is just Claude brought this to my attention, and quite frankly, I'm glad he did. But it says JP Morgan and Swift aren't trillion-dollar companies precisely because moving money doesn't create value at scale. It's a service with tight margins. The XRP Army assumes moving trillions in value equal trillion-dollar token valuation. I didn't even ask him about XRP. Fundamentally misunderstands how payment rails generate value versus speculative assets. Guys, XRP, all of this shit is just speculation. Now, once the world realizes that there's not much value, or guys, all right, I'm going to give you some alpha and then we'll look at the chart. Then I'm going to get off my high horse. I want you to think about something, guys. This is how every wealthy investor thinks. Okay? If someone presents a proposition to you or makes some claim, okay, first of all, they want to verify it. But think about it. All these ETFs that are coming out, for example, if I'm sitting on Wall Street with hundreds of millions of dollars, guy's got a big yacht, and a stockbroker comes up to him and goes, oh, buy this, buy XRP, buy XLM, buy HBAR, whatever. They're changing the world. They go, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, they're going to tokenize everything on the XRPL. Really? Have you ever heard of the Canton Network? Well, yeah, but XRP's just been, they got the Army. They got Brad and David. Well, I've looked at the tokenomics. They're bad. Canton Network tokenomics are awesome. I don't know if I mentioned this. Guys, they burn more tokens than any blockchain last week, right out of the gate. They're already burning more than Ethereum and anyone else. Period. For whatever that's worth. But do you see what I'm saying, guys? I mean, the hype and the BS is over. You can fundamentally already prove that all these lies. That's why I get so riled up all the time. And if you read my comments, all the haters are like, do some research. Dude, I've done some research. The winners are here. And it's the Canton Network. Now, here's really the only downside that I see. Speculation and hype and bullshit move these markets. Canton Network doesn't have an army. You would think, like, for example, when Swift, everybody's talking about XRP is going to take over Swift, and then they announced we're going to use Linea. You would have thought the XRP Army, if they believed all that hype, would go jump on Linea. No. And they're probably not going to jump on Canton Network, even though Canton Network beats XRP, XLM, hell, all of them. And the world's coming to tokenize assets. There's your winner, guy. There's your Tiger Woods, your Mike Tyson of a layer one that is going to dominate. So at best, any other altcoin, unless they come out with something else, which they've been building this for years, might get their share. So anyway, that being said, I'm going to start stacking. I want to get as close to 10 cents as I can. I'm going to stack probably my first handful somewhere around 11 cents. And then we'll go from there. And hopefully I didn't miss it. If I missed it, I'll be buying it, between 11 and 12 cents. And guys, this is a powerhouse. But here's some alpha, guys. No matter what, the world's changed. The big boys are here. As regulation roll out, you're going to see the big boys coming in, like Circle. Guys, You want to compare? Do yourself a favor. Anytime you want to think about a Dino token, a payment token, an RWA token, compare it to Canton Network, compare it to ARC, which most people never heard of. That's Circle's new Layer 1. Guys, it beats all the Dino tokens. It's bigger, faster, it's free, it doesn't need a bridge token, and it has more liquidity. By far. XRP is becoming obsolete. Everybody's like, oh, it's a bridge token. We don't need bridge tokens anymore. Just use Circle and USDC. Use ARC. Plasma. That's USDT's Layer 1. Bigger, faster, more scalable, and already has more adoption. The winners are here, guys. Now, if you want to keep speculating, have at it. It's your money. Buy more XRP. Hell, I'm long XRP right now. Y'all might be surprised. I went long last week at 232, and then it went against me, and I should have bought more, but I didn't. But it's just a swing trade, guys. Why? I don't think XRP is going to change the world, but I do believe the XRP Army is going to lie and create FOMO to at least pump it up to about $3, a little over $3, and if we're lucky, it runs towards its all-time high. I doubt it. Odds are XRP is not going to hit its all-time high of 392 in this cycle, no matter what people like Jake Claver and Zach Rector say in the Black Swan Capitalists. Guys, do some research. These guys are talking through their... Anyway, that's enough, guys. But seriously, guys, call some of these out, man. Send this to these influencers that lied to you. They're wrecking people. People are getting wrecked because of misinformation. All right, that being said, guys, if you want to learn the short, I truly believe that's the only way to go in crypto right now because it's consistent, just like Melania. Where is it? It was up, guys, Melania was up almost 100%. Then it dropped down to 61%. Now it's up 72%. What do you think? We're going to wake up, Melania does a 5X, and then change, something's going to change? We could already take in profits, right? But anyway, if you want to learn the short, guys, I got a proposition for you. It's $250. It's a shorting course. The way I short, we short the pumps on the red days. We short all-time highs. We'll have a different strategy for the bear. But for $250, you get my shorting course, 13 videos. Comes with a Zoom call to make sure you understand my strategy. And then you get 5 months of my inner circle for only $250. I really want to build the baddest shorting community on the planet. And if you need some help with your portfolio, guys, same thing. $250 comes with a Zoom call where we go through your portfolio. And then we get you a game plan, get you understanding tokenomics, market cap, how to compare projects, how to dollar cost average in and out and take profits. Or, guys, you can just join the inner circle. That being said, whether you take me up on any of that or not, which I'll leave my link, my email pinned in the comments and in the description, but whether you take me up on any of that or not, guys, do yourself a favor. Start doing some non-biased research. Get a game plan. Heck, learn the short. Take profits. You're going to become the profits. You don't want to round trip another 4 years because most of these projects, whether they have utility or not, guys, they don't make any money. That's why Canton and Hype and all these projects are starting to change their tokenomics. They're creating flywheels because, guys, how should anything take away speculation if something has utility, but it doesn't make any money to feed its ecosystem? What future does it have? It's just software and code. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button. But, guys, either way, come back and be part of this community. And let me know, are you buying the Canton token? Take care.